Most riders spend months hunting for the perfect motorcycle, only to end up paying tomorrow's price instead of today's. Here's what they're missing. Some of the best motorcycles on the used market are still hiding in plain sight, but they won't stay bargains for long. Today, we're counting down 15 machines whose prices haven't caught up to their true value yet. Stick around because our #1 pick is already starting to turn heads. And once the market catches on, this opportunity disappears. Number 15, Kawasaki Versys 650. Let us open this countdown with a motorcycle that never chased attention, yet quietly became one of the smartest buys on the used market. The Kawasaki Versys 650 spent years overshadowed by larger adventure bikes that promised rugged exploration, even though most riders rarely leave the pavement. That misconception is exactly what kept prices lower than they deserved. Today, clean used examples still sell for roughly $5,500 to $7,000, making them an incredible value for anyone who actually rides long distances. Its dependable 649 cubic centimeter parallel twin, comfortable upright ergonomics, smooth highway manners, and low ownership costs have earned the trust of riders who pile on miles instead of showroom admiration. Now the market is beginning to catch on. As depreciation levels off and well-maintained motorcycles become harder to find, demand is steadily growing. If this is the kind of motorcycle market insight you've been looking for, drop a hype in the comments and subscribe. Every bit of support helps us keep digging past the headlines to find the motorcycles. Smart buyers are quietly chasing before everyone else notices. The Versys has quietly reached the point where waiting could cost you. And if you think this bargain has been overlooked, the next motorcycle has been hiding in plain sight even longer. Number 14, Suzuki Boulevard C50. While the Kawasaki Versys we just looked at hides its value behind a sporty adventure bike, identity crisis, the Suzuki Boulevard C50 takes the exact opposite approach. It hides its value by pretending to be a massive, heavyweight American touring cruiser. With its deeply balanced retro fenders, thick chrome front forks, and expansive floorboards, it offers the physical scale and road presence of a machine twice its actual price tag. That is exactly why it remains one of the smartest buys of the summer of 2026. A brand new Boulevard C50 now costs around $9,000 before fees, yet clean used examples still change hands for roughly $3,500 to $6,500. That gap simply does not match the motorcycle's real-world quality. Its fuel-injected 805 cubic centimeter V-twin is renowned for longevity, while the shaft drive eliminates the constant maintenance that comes with chain-driven cruisers. Comfortable, reliable, and inexpensive to own, it delivers everything most riders actually need. But sometimes the market overlooks motorcycles for a completely different reason, not because they're inexpensive, but because they never received the attention their quality deserved. One Japanese classic has been quietly aging into exactly that kind of opportunity. Number 13, Honda CB1100. When Honda launched the CB1100, showroom buyers completely misunderstood it. They looked at the spec sheet, saw an $11,000 price tag, and complained that it lacked modern upside-down forks or digital riding modes. But Honda wasn't trying to build a cutting-edge sport bike. They were building an industrial-grade homage to the legendary 1969 CB750. Today, now that production has officially ended, collectors and smart riders are frantically trying to snap up these machines before the price curve trends upward. Its air-cooled 1,140 cubic centimeter inline-4 is smooth, dependable, and built for the long haul. As truly traditional Japanese standards become increasingly rare, the CB1100 is quietly transforming from an overlooked used motorcycle into a sought-after modern classic. And if you think this Honda has been underestimated, wait until you see the next motorcycle, because it delivers cross-country capability for surprisingly little money. Now the story is changing. Since production ended, clean examples have become noticeably harder to find. Final American models originally sold for around $10,399, while well-kept used motorcycles still trade between $7,500 and $10,500. That gap is becoming harder to ignore. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever bought a motorcycle that turned out to be worth far more than you paid for it? Leave a comment below. Real ownership stories often reveal the hidden gems that pricing guides completely miss. The CB1100 reminds us that timeless engineering rarely goes out of style, even when the market temporarily forgets about it. Buyers searching only for the newest technology often miss motorcycles that simply continue doing everything right. Imagine standing in front of a bike you want, the seller swearing it's perfect. That's where riders overpay by thousands on a $10,000 bike. Our buyer's kit tells you what it's really worth, your fair price, and when to walk away. A wrong bike costs thousands. This kit, just $49. The easiest money you'll ever save. Scan the QR on the right or tap the link in the description. Let's get that bike you've always wanted for even cheaper. Number 12, Yamaha FJR1300. Sit behind the handlebars of a Yamaha FJR13, push the thumb button, and an electronically adjustable windscreen silently glides upward to seal you completely away from the oncoming wind blast. This machine didn't land in the used market value valley because it lacked capability. It ended up there because the entire riding public collectively drifted toward tall, dirty adventure bikes. For street-focused riders, that massive industry trend created a loophole to buy a genuine 145 horsepower transcontinental missile for a fraction of its original MSRP. That shift created an opportunity most buyers still have not noticed. Clean used examples now sell for roughly $6,500 to $9,500. An astonishing value for a machine engineered to devour highway miles with ease. Its smooth inline 4 delivers effortless passing power. The shaft drive keeps maintenance simple, and the comfort is good enough to make all-day rides feel almost routine. The FJR1300 proves that long-distance excellence doesn't always wear the trendiest badge. While many riders moved toward adventure touring, this sport touring legend quietly became one of the best values on the used market. But hidden gems don't all come from forgotten categories. Sometimes they're overlooked simply because too few people ever walk into the dealerships that sell them. Across Europe, one manufacturer has been quietly building exactly that kind of motorcycle. Number 11, Moto Guzzi V85 TT. Sometimes the best motorcycles are not ignored because they fall short. They are ignored because hardly anyone is looking in their direction. That is the story of the Moto Guzzi V85 TT. While adventure riders chased bigger engines, taller suspensions, and endless technology, this Italian machine quietly offered something many eventually discover they wanted all along: balance. A brand new V85 TT now sits well above $13,000. Yet clean used examples still trade between roughly $8,000 and $11,000. For a premium European adventure bike with modern features, that gap is becoming harder to justify. Its air-cooled 853 cubic centimeter transverse V-twin delivers effortless torque, distinctive character, and the low-maintenance convenience of shaft drive. Genuine touring comfort and proven reliability, and it becomes clear why longtime owners rarely part with them. The V85 TT shows that uniqueness can be one of the biggest reasons a motorcycle stays undervalued. Riders who look beyond mainstream brands often discover incredible machines hiding in plain sight. But not every bargain comes from being different. Sometimes it comes from living in the shadow of a name so famous that everyone forgets to look at the alternatives. And that's exactly where our next cruiser built its reputation. Number 10, Yamaha Bolt R-Spec. Everyone told cruiser buyers to save up for a Harley. Almost nobody mentioned the Yamaha Bolt R-Spec. Ironically, that lack of attention is exactly what keeps prices surprisingly affordable today. Yamaha never tried to reinvent the cruiser formula. Instead, it focused on the essentials: a 942 cubic centimeter air-cooled V-twin, fuel injection, belt final drive, and a confidence-inspired riding position created a motorcycle that feels just as satisfying today as it did when new. It was built for riding, not showing off. Clean examples from 2014 through 2021 sell between $3,900 and $5,500, while newer models bring between $5,800 and $7,200. Considering a new Bolt costs nearly $9,000 before dealer fees, the used market still favors informed buyers. Before buying, rotate the rear wheel and inspect the entire drive belt for cracks, frayed edges, or missing teeth. Replacing a torn belt runs hundreds of dollars in parts and labor. Bolt never chased trends. But what happens when a motorcycle offers even greater performance, yet the market still treats it like yesterday's news? That is exactly where we are headed next. Number 9. Suzuki Bandit 1250S. Here is a motorcycle that never needed flashy electronics or aggressive styling to earn respect. The Suzuki Bandit 1250S won riders over the old-fashioned way by doing everything exceptionally well. While newer naked bikes grabbed the headlines with bigger screens and endless riding modes, the Bandit quietly became one of the most overlooked values on the used market. Today, clean examples still trade for around $4,500 to $6,500. An incredible bargain for a machine with this much capability. Its 1,255 cubic centimeter inline four delivers effortless torque, relaxed highway cruising, and the kind of reliability that has made it a favorite among long-term owners. At comfortable ergonomics, practical wind protection, and low maintenance costs, and it becomes easy to understand why so many riders refuse to part with theirs. The secret is finally getting out. As clean Bandits become increasingly scarce, buyers are beginning to recognize just how underpriced they really are. But sometimes the biggest bargains aren't about acceleration at all. They're about covering hundreds of miles in comfort while everyone else is busy chasing adventure bike trends. That's where our next hidden gem quietly built its reputation. Number 8. Honda ST1300. Not every hidden gem wears flashy bodywork or promises breathtaking speed. Some earn their reputation 1 mile at a time, and the Honda ST1300 is living proof. Long before adventure bikes took over the touring world, this was the motorcycle riders trusted to cross entire states without a second thought. Today, that same legendary dependability is selling for a fraction of what it deserves. Because Honda ended production years ago, clean used examples remain the only way to own one, with most selling between roughly $4,500 and $8,000. Considering what this motorcycle delivers, that price still feels remarkably low. Its smooth V4 engine, low-maintenance shaft drive, generous wind protection, and mile-eating comfort make it an effortless companion for serious touring. Many have accumulated astonishing mileage with little more than routine servicing, a testament to Honda's engineering. The ST1300 demonstrates how quickly the market can overlook truly exceptional motorcycles once buyer preferences shift. That creates opportunities smart riders recognize long before everyone else catches on. But sometimes the best bargains aren't the biggest touring machines. They're motorcycles that strip away the excess while keeping nearly all the engineering excellence underneath. And one German machine has been quietly doing exactly that. Number 7. BMW R1200R. Sometimes the smartest motorcycle to buy is the one hidden behind a legend. That is exactly the position the BMW R1200R has occupied for years. While most buyers rush toward the famous GS or the luxurious RT, this road-focused boxer quietly slipped under the radar. The result is one of the biggest bargains wearing a BMW badge today. New boxer roadsters now approach $16,000 to $17,000, yet clean R1200R models still commonly sell between $6,500 and $10,000. Considering the engineering on offer, the pricing feels increasingly out of step with reality. Its 1,170 cubic centimeter, boxer twin, shaft drive, balanced handling, and premium features create a motorcycle equally comfortable carving mountain roads or covering hundreds of highway miles. As newer BMWs become increasingly expensive, Riders are beginning to rediscover this overlooked roadster. The R1200R proves that some of the best bargains come from motorcycles overshadowed by their own family members. While buyers flock toward bigger names in the lineup, smart riders quietly discover that the engineering underneath is every bit as impressive. But hidden value isn't always found in premium touring machines. Sometimes it appears in motorcycles that make riding feel simpler, lighter, and more approachable. Qualities the market often overlooks until demand suddenly catches up. And few brands understand the appeal of character-driven simplicity quite like the Italians. Number 6. Ducati Scrambler Icon 8.3. Sometimes the biggest bargains are not created by bad motorcycles. They are created by old reputations that refuse to disappear. That is exactly the story behind the Ducati Scrambler Icon 803. For years, many riders heard the word Ducati and immediately thought expensive maintenance, demanding ownership, and high repair bills. Meanwhile, this motorcycle quietly proved almost every one of those assumptions wrong. The 803 cubic centimeter air-cooled twin delivers plenty of character without feeling intimidating, while the upright riding position, light handling, and everyday comfort make it just as enjoyable on a weekday commute as a winding back road. What makes the Scrambler truly special is that it never tries too hard. It feels authentic, mechanical, and engaging in a way that many newer motorcycles struggle to match. As retro-inspired, motorcycles continue attracting more buyers, and clean, unmodified examples become increasingly difficult to find. This Ducati is quietly shedding its bargain status. Today, clean used examples still change hands for roughly $6,000 to $8,000, making them one of the strongest values in the modern retro segment. That is remarkable when you consider what you are getting. So far, we've covered dependable commuters, forgotten tourers, underrated cruisers, and motorcycles that deserved far more attention than they received. Which one would be sitting in your garage if you were buying today? Tell us in the comments. And while you're there, don't forget to like the video and subscribe because the strongest hidden values are still ahead. The Scrambler Icon shows that not every hidden gem needs massive horsepower or cutting-edge technology to win people over. Sometimes personality, usability, and timeless style create value that takes years for the market to fully appreciate. But there is another type of motorcycle quietly gaining attention. One that combines retro appeal with genuinely modern performance. It delivers the nostalgia riders love without asking them to sacrifice the speed and refinement they expect today. Number 5. Kawasaki Z900 RS. Some motorcycles lose value the moment they leave the showroom. The Kawasaki Z900 RS has done the exact opposite. Instead of fading into the background, it has quietly built a reputation as one of the most complete modern classics on the road. Every riding season brings new admirers, and that growing demand is steadily pushing this motorcycle toward future collectible status. The secret is balance. Its 948 cubic centimeter inline 4 delivers smooth, effortless power without feeling intimidating, while modern electronics and Kawasaki's legendary reliability make it as enjoyable on a weekday commute as it is on a winding back road. Wrapped in styling inspired by the iconic Z1, it captures timeless character without sacrificing everyday usability. A brand new Z900 RS now costs well over $12,000. Yet clean used examples still sell for roughly $8,500 to $11,000. That may sound like a premium price, but depreciation has slowed dramatically, making this one of the safest purchases on today's used market. Perhaps the biggest advantage is supply. Most owners never plan to flip these motorcycles. They bought them to keep. That means clean, unmodified examples are becoming increasingly scarce just as more riders begin searching for them. History has shown that motorcycles combining classic styling, dependable engineering, and limited availability rarely stay affordable forever. The Z900 RS proves that some motorcycles succeed because they blend the best parts of two different worlds. Classic looks draw riders in, but modern engineering keeps them coming back. Yet some of the most overlooked machines aren't retro at all. They're motorcycles that once sat at the center of their segment before shifting trends pushed them out of the spotlight. The next bike comes from exactly that era, a time when versatility mattered more than categories. Imagine walking into a viewing holding all the cards. You know the fair price, you know your opening offer, and you know the exact number where you walk away. That's how you knock hundreds, even thousands off the asking price. Our buyer's kit hands you those numbers for just $49. Negotiate from facts and never overpay again. Scan the QR on the right or tap the link in the description. Right away, knowing you got the best deal. Number 4, Honda FJR1300 Interceptor. Some motorcycles never become outdated because nobody has managed to replace what made them special. That is the story of the Honda FJR1300 Interceptor. For decades, experienced riders have praised it for accomplishing something very few motorcycles ever could. It blended genuine sport bike excitement with long-distance comfort, everyday reliability, and the kind of engineering that keeps owners coming back year after year. Power comes from Honda's unforgettable 781 cubic centimeter V4, an engine celebrated for its smooth delivery, distinctive sound, and remarkable durability. Many have traveled well beyond 100,000 miles with nothing more than routine maintenance. The biggest reason to buy one now is simple. Honda no longer builds anything quite like it. As manufacturers abandon V4 road bikes, the Interceptor continues gaining appreciation among riders who want one motorcycle capable of commuting, carving mountain roads, and crossing state lines without compromise. Production has ended, which means every clean example is becoming a little more desirable. When it was last sold in the United States, the VFR carried an MSRP of around $12,499. Today, well-maintained motorcycles typically sell between $5,500 and $9,000, while exceptional examples continue climbing. The VFR 800 reminds us how quickly exceptional motorcycles can fade from public conversation, even when their capabilities never disappear. Riders who understand what makes them special often end up getting far more motorcycle than they paid for. But hidden value doesn't only exist in forgotten legends. Sometimes it appears in a category crowded with competitors, where an outstanding machine gets lost simply because buyers have too many options. And that's exactly what happened to our next motorcycle. Number 3, Triumph Tiger 900. Here is where this countdown starts getting serious, because the Triumph Tiger 900 is no longer just an overlooked motorcycle. It is a motorcycle the market is slowly waking up to. For years, it lived in the shadow of adventure giants like the BMW GS and Honda Africa Twin, quietly delivering the same premium experience without attracting the same attention. That lack of hype is exactly what kept prices surprisingly reasonable. Today, clean used Tiger 900 models typically sell for around $9,000 to $11,500. Considering the level of engineering packed into this machine, that is becoming harder to ignore with every passing riding season. Its 888 cubic centimeter triple delivers smooth, usable power across the rev range, while the comfortable ergonomics, balanced chassis, and genuine touring capability make it feel equally at home on mountain roads, interstate highways, or gravel backroads. The difference is that more riders are finally discovering what longtime owners have known for years. This is not simply an alternative to the bigger names. It is a destination in its own right. As new adventure motorcycles become increasingly expensive and clean, used Tigers become harder to find, the value equation is changing fast. The Tiger 900 demonstrates how market saturation can create incredible opportunities for buyers. When everyone is competing for attention, even excellent motorcycles can become undervalued. But not every bargain comes from versatility and adventure. Sometimes the market overlooks something much simpler: pure performance. The next machine delivers the kind of acceleration that once demanded a premium price, yet today it remains one of the strongest values available for riders who know where to look. Number 2, Suzuki GSX-S1000. The Suzuki GSX-S1000 is not just another motorcycle. The market overlooked. It is proof that reputation and real value are not always the same thing. While riders chased expensive European naked bikes loaded with flashy technology, Suzuki quietly refined a machine that delivered breathtaking performance without the breathtaking ownership costs. A brand new GSX-S1000 now sits above $12,000, but clean used examples can still be found between roughly $8,000 and $10,500. For the performance on offer, that gap feels almost impossible to believe. The heart of the motorcycle is its legendary 999 cubic centimeter inline 4, derived from Suzuki's iconic GSX-R1000. Tuned for stronger mid-range power, it delivers explosive acceleration while maintaining the reliability that has made Suzuki famous for decades. Add modern electronics, a comfortable upright riding position, and everyday practicality, and you have a motorcycle that feels just as happy carving canyon roads as it does handling the daily commute. The surprising part is that buyers are only beginning to catch on. As premium performance motorcycles become more expensive every year, more experienced riders are looking beyond prestigious badges and asking a simpler question: which motorcycle delivers the most for the money? The GSX-S1000 answers that question better than almost anything else on today's used market. The GSX-S1000 proves that performance alone doesn't guarantee market recognition. Even motorcycles with superbike DNA can remain surprisingly affordable when buyers focus their attention elsewhere. But the most powerful hidden gems often share something even more important than speed. They offer an ownership experience unlike anything else on the road. The final motorcycle on our list isn't here because it's the fastest, the newest, or the trendiest. It's here because the market still hasn't figured out what it's truly worth. Number 1. Honda Valkyrie 1800. Every countdown has one motorcycle that captures the entire message better than anything else. This is that motorcycle, the Honda Valkyrie. 1800 is not just undervalued, it is the kind of machine riders look back on years later and wish they had bought when prices were still within reach. When it arrived, the Valkyrie confused the market. Cruiser riders wanted the familiar pulse of a traditional V-twin, while touring enthusiasts gravitated toward the fully equipped Goldwing. Honda chose a different path, creating a bold power cruiser that fit neither category, and that decision kept demand lower than the engineering deserved. Originally priced at around $17,499, clean examples today still sell for roughly $9,000 to $13,000, making them one of the greatest bargains in the used market. Its legendary 1,832 cubic centimeter flat 6 delivers effortless torque, remarkable smoothness, and the long-term durability that made the Goldwing famous. Add shaft drive, outstanding comfort, and Honda reliability, and you have a motorcycle built to last a lifetime. Production ended after only a short run, and that limited supply is finally beginning to matter. Experienced riders are recognizing that motorcycles with this level of engineering simply are not being built anymore. Once more buyers discover what the Valkyrie truly offers, today's prices will likely become little more than a memory. And that's what today's countdown really proves. The smartest motorcycle buys usually aren't the ones everyone's talking about. They're the ones the market hasn't fully figured out yet. The riders who save the most are the ones who recognize value before everyone else does. If this video changed the way you look at the used motorcycle market, don't stop here. The next video dives even deeper into motorcycles, buying strategies, and market shifts that every serious rider should know before making their next purchase. Click the next video and keep the road trip going. Join our community by subscribing, and if you found this countdown helpful, don't forget to like the video. We'll see you in the next ride.